What's going on, Neon Nation? Welcome back for, you guessed it, some more Cyberpunk 2077 news. In today's update, we have confirmation on a Cyberpunk 2077 event where the game will be shown, an ESRB rating summary which talks about some insane gameplay details, and a massive new Cyberpunk fan film we've talked about in the past releasing their teaser, amongst other tidbits from around the web about the world of Cyberpunk 2077. Get 15% off high-quality metal art from Displate, featuring officially licensed designs. Check out the link in the pinned comment and the description. First up, let's talk about a tweet sent out by Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter on May 5th with the caption simply stating, "Get ready," with a TV emoji showcasing a brand new event for Cyberpunk called the Night City Wire. In around a month, we'll be getting some concrete details on Cyberpunk, and CDPR have actually heavily hinted at this being a good look at gameplay. My first initial thought was that this could be an in-game TV station giving us a peek into the world. I'm very excited for this one, and the devs have been hyping this up as only the tip of the iceberg. You're definitely going to be wanting to check this one out. I will be personally streaming the whole event with Neon Nation, so make sure you pop in for that one. CDPR also continued their lore series with the Voodoo Boys, a gang that we've seen in Pacifica. According to their description, they're an enigmatic gang from Pacifica and aren't just netrunners devoted to uncovering the secrets of the old net behind the Blackwall. They are also edgerunners, breaking every rule there is to break and programming viruses that can freeze neural networks. I know a lot of you guys absolutely love the Voodoo Boys, but drop a comment and let me know what you think your favorite gang is going to be based on these Twitter lore snippets. Moving on, we finally have a concrete rating for ESRB after the Brazilian and Australian ratings were leaked and dropped, and surprise surprise, Cyberpunk 2077 received a mature rating for blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, strong sexual content, as well as use of drugs and alcohol. Going over the rating summary, however, we do have some very interesting details. The summary starts off by getting the generic out of the way with, quote, "Players will be able to explore futuristic locations, interact with citizens, perform missions, and engage in combat to complete various objectives within a storyline. Characters use handguns, machine guns, rifles, and explosives during frenetic firefights with humans and cybernetically enhanced enemies. Players can also use melee weapons like wrist-mounted blades, as well as enhanced limbs to stab enemies and in some cases dismember them. Some locations depict mutilated corpses and open chest cavities and or exposed organs." Now this is where it gets interesting. It goes on to say that, quote, "During one quest, players assist a character by hammering nails through their hands and feet. Screaming sounds and blood effects accompany this scene." But this sounds a lot like a crucifixion to me, which is a particularly brutal way to torture somebody. Cyberpunk 2077 seems to not hold any punches here. Players can also encounter events where they have the option to engage in sexual activities from a first-person perspective. Now, since I've been getting a ton of questions for those of you who play games in front of your kids or who have concerned parents, yes, you will be able to skip these sequences just like in The Witcher 3. Continuing with the summary, players can select a gender and customize their character. Customization includes breasts, buttocks, and genitalia, as well as various sizes and combinations of genitals. This is what Cyberpunk's all about, what it means to be human and the augmentation of the body. Moving on, the report mentions that, quote, "The game contains frequent depictions and references to fictional drugs, including characters taking state-altering inhalers, and there is an animated billboard with a man snorting speed. Sequences allow the player to drink alcohol until the screen distorts, and characters can also drive drunk." Moving on, we've been following Mall Cosplay's 2077 fan film for a while now, and him and V Dan Tran have finally released a teaser for the flick. It's got a surprisingly high production quality, so check out the trailer if you have yet to. Finally, I'll leave you with this tweet from senior quest designer Philip Weber to keep your personal hype train chugging.